Oh, okay. I was afraid it wasn't going to work there for a minute. So we'll go back 4 hours this time. Screeching in my ears, needles stabbing in my brain, 1,000 emotions flooding my senses. The world bends, pulses, then returns to normal. Pain of my wounds has vanished like magic, replaced by a piercing pain in my brain. I fight back a wave of nausea and take stock of the situation. I'm sitting on the sofa with my phone to my ear. Another successful time leap. That makes 3. Looks like the time leap machine works perfectly. I'm sure it would boost Korisu's confidence if I told her. That will have to wait until Mayuri's out of danger. I stand up and look around the lab. Korisu, who was dozing off next to me, wakes up with a jerk at the sound of my voice. Ah, shit. Let's jump again. I should call or send a mail. I need to get in touch with her somehow. Mayuri went to see someone after leaving the shrine. The question is who? Think. Consider every possibility. Damn, why did I forget? Before I time leap, I should have asked Mayuri where she was today. We were too in a hurry to try and get out. I'm not thinking straight. I have to calm down. Wait, I know. Last time we failed because we went to Akihabara Station. I should have known that Sir would be watching. This time we'll take a taxi to another station, then hide somewhere until things calm down. For now, all I can do is wait for Mayuri to return. It's driving me crazy. I consider explaining the situation to Daru and Kurisu, but I just don't have the strength to do that right now. Besides, I don't want to get them involved. Well, they're already involved, son. I'll take care of it myself. I won't let any more of my friends die. They are already involved, Sonny Jim. Ain't much to be done about that right now. As before, the Brawn Tube Workshop closes early. Mayuri appears as Suzuha and Mr. Braun are leaving. We run through Kandamyojin's back streets to Okonomizu Station, taking only minimal precautions to avoid attracting attention. We have to get there before the Sobu line shuts down. God, I suck today. I managed to make it to the station without being stopped, but when we get there, I see a group of men waiting by the entrance. They look like CERN. Change of plans. I turn around and head for the Shin station, subway station. Well, we're in the subway. We arrive at the station later than I intended. I don't usually come here, so I got lost. I stare nervously at the platform clock. According to the scrolling display, the Yamamote, Keirin Tohoku, and Sobu lines have already suspended operations. Wait, looks like the Chiyoda line has too. Must be protocol to assume that nearby stations may be threatened, even stations on unconnected lines. Damn. Mayuri seems thrilled. Mayuri hasn't said a word about my strange behavior. This is the third time I've led her on the escape, but each time she follows me without complaint. Does she really trust me that much? Maybe she can feel my desperation. That's why I want so badly to save her. We've been together for more than a decade. She's like a little sister to me. I'll leave as many times as it takes. Mayuri tilts her head quizzically. I realize that I'm staring at her. Okay. I will tell you everything. Mayuri smiles happily at that answer. That's right. While we wait for the train, I should ask Mayuri about her whereabouts today. If I have to timely begin, I'll need all the information I can get. ああ、吹雪。Okay. Oh, at the Starbucks. So that's where she was. Just then, an announcement plays over the PA system. The subway is resuming normal operations. Well, that's handy. About 20 minutes have passed since we arrived. I didn't expect to be stuck here that long, but it's okay. Right now, Moeka should be in Akihabara heading to the lab. Everything is going to be alright. Waiting for the train, I examined the route map on the station's notice board. We did send them home, right? Daru and Kurisu. Waiting for the train. Yeah, route map. We can transfer to an overland train at Yoyogi, Uehara. It'll take a while, but that'll take us all the way to Odawara. Another announcement. Our train is arriving. Oh, good. I can hear the rumbling and see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Mayuri and I are standing just below the white line. I reach for her hand, meaning to make a dash for the train when the doors open, but I guess there's no hurry now. I let my hand fall to my side, empty. Is this gonna go how I think it's gonna go? The roar comes closer. Mayuri is saying something. I can't quite hear her over the train. Wait for it. Oh? What? Suddenly, Mayuri disappears. What? There she is, leaning out over the tracks. She's off balance, as if she stumbled, or someone pushed her. She seems to hang there for a moment, and then the train comes screaming into the station. Jesus! Jesus! I hear a sound from under the train. I can't describe it, but it makes me instantly nauseous. Sparks fly as the train slams on its brakes. Jesus Christ! People on the platform scream. I turned to where Mayuri was just a moment ago. There stands a familiar girl. Tiny, adorable, a cute black rabbit pouch slung over her shoulder. Tennoji Nai? What? She looks up at me. Her eyes are wide. Her lips tremble. Well, that's not a fucked up picture or anything. What the fuck? Well, she stares at me for a few more seconds, as if waiting for me to say something, then turns and runs away. Jesus Christ! The platform is in chaos. The PA informs us that there's been a personal injury accident. Naya's already gone. I don't go after her. Instead, I peek timidly through the gap between the train and the platform. One side of the track is a wash of red. My mind is blank. Have we gotten any mail? I can't think. I don't even remember how I got back to the lab. Moeka's group should have come and gone, but the time leap machine is still here. I guess I should be grateful. Here we go again! Here we go again. It takes longer than usual to set up the machine. For some reason I have trouble recalling my own phone number. At last, it's ready. Now, take me back. Well, 8, 7, 6, 5. Another hour back. We're slowly going further and further back. The leap occurs instantaneously. Tider claimed that his time machine takes 1 hour of subjective time to travel 10 years. I don't know if ours has the same behavior, but now is not the time to find out. 10 years. I have no business that far back. Besides, according to Kurisu, time leaping too far in the past could cause mental disorders due to the gap between personality and memory. Mayuri is singing her chicken song, though she's actually eating pre-cooked chicken from the convenience store, instead of her usual juicy chicken number 1. She had to switch because she can't warm up frozen chicken in the microwave, which is now a dedicated part of the time leap machine. I was right to come back 5 hours. Mayuri is still in the lab. What the hell happened back there? It hurts, but I forced myself to recall that horrifying scene. What was Nai doing on the subway? Mayuri died again. This time it happened at Shin Okonomizu Station, a place completely unrelated to the lab of the bomb threat. Tennoji Nai pushed her onto the tracks, where the train tore her to shreds. That fucking face! Could Nai be working for CERN too? No, that can't be right. Nai has a habit of jumping on Mayuri in greeting. She was probably just being her usual affectionate self. So that was fucked up, and I totally saw it coming. Why did she choose that precise moment? I don't know. I sense malice. Whose malice? It's like fate is playing a cruel joke on us. Whatever the case, all that matters now is that I have another chance. I need to act. I have the power to save Mayuri. I will do whatever it takes to find a way. This time, we hail a taxi on Chuodori. It'll be expensive, but that hardly matters now. Mayuri comes along quietly. Consider taking her home to Ikebukuro, but Moeka's group might be watching her house. I have no idea what they are doing, where they are at this point in time. Instead, I asked the driver to take us to Shinagawa. However, traffic's unusually heavy. The driver says it's never been this bad before. There must be an obstruction up ahead, an accident or something. That's the only explanation I can think of. We made it out of Akiba, but at this rate, it'll take forever to reach Shinagawa. I considered getting off here and taking the train, but then I remember what happened at Shin Okonomizu Station. I have a bad feeling about this. The traffic jam could be CERN's doing. I look out the window and scan the crowd for anyone who might be a CERN agent. 3 hours later, we're still stuck. According to a conversation I overheard between our driver and another driver, there's some kind of inspection up ahead. What? Furthermore, it doesn't seem to be a police inspection, and a small fight broke out at the inspection site or something. To make matters worse, this road has already been closed off, and all the cars behind us are being detoured. There are only about 100 cars waiting. But the inspection has been at a standstill for 3 hours. What the fuck kind of inspection? This can't be a coincidence. Once again, I feel the malice of fate manipulating the situation. Is Mayuri going to die again? If I'd known it was going to turn out like this, I'd have ditched the taxi hours ago. It's not too late. I should pay the driver and get off right. Just then, someone knocks on the window. Our taxi is stopped in the middle of the road. What's going on? I look over, but before I can say anything, a man opens the rear door and gets in next to Mayuri. He's holding a knife. Oh, goody! Another assassin. Before she can reply, the man covers Mayuri's mouth with a large, meaty hand. Oh! I try to open my door, but it's locked. Only the driver can open it from the inside. Jesus! Mayuri opens her eyes wide. Her body twitches. It all happens too fast. The man sinks his knife into Mayuri's chest. bright red spot stains her clothes. Jesus Christ! Man who stabbed Mayuri. Another man gets into the passenger seat. He points a gun at the driver and says something to him. Strength drains from Mayuri's body. Her eyes slowly close. A tear rolls down her cheek. I watch her die inches away, powerless to stop it. I can feel her last breath against my skin. They killed her again. Why? Why? Why can't I save her? Why won't you let me save her? Who decided that Mayuri must die? Moeka? CERN? Or does the world itself wish for Mayuri's death? I won't accept that. I clench my jaw and throw myself forward, driving my forehead into the killer's nose. He falls back. I shout to the driver. I crawl out of the taxi and take off running through the traffic jam. After running for hours, I make it back to the lab. Luckily, the time leap machine is still there. Well, I have to leap again, almost as if they want us to leap. 98765. Okay. Every time we run, Mayuri dies. 6 hours into the past, I clutch my head and rack my brain for an answer. I feel like I've hit a dead end. What do I do if we can't run away? Is there no way to save her? Mayuri's blank stare is the only answer I get. This time, I take her to the closest police station and beg them to protect her. When asked why, I explain that someone is going to kill Mayuri 6 hours from now, but without any proof that there's someone after her, they have no choice but to turn us away. It's past 6 by the time we leave the station, and we're left with no choice but to keep running. I wish that I could blame my previous failures on bad luck. We could try Okonomizu or Shinabashi again. Maybe this time she won't die. But I don't have the courage to try those routes again. At the same time, we can't stay in Akiba. We're running out of options. Subways, trains, and taxis all out. Attempting escape by those means will get Mayuri killed, so my heart tells me. Perhaps the fear is irrational, but I can't put it out of my mind. I've seen her die a half-dozen times already. Shot, stabbed, torn to pieces. I can't go through that again. I take refuge in Yodobashi camera. Thought we'd keep hiding there indefinitely. But just after 7, we hear an explosion in front of the station. Yodobashi goes into chaos. Policemen appear and start evacuating the store. When I try to explain our situation, an officer shouts, "Terrorist!" and pulls his gun. This can't be happening. Is this in America? Japanese police officers don't shoot without provocation. Mayuri dies. It happens so fast. The policeman shoots her right in the head. Jesus Christ! I don't know if he was a real policeman or a CERN assassin in disguise. It doesn't matter. Can't deny it any longer. The world itself is killing Mayuri. Go back another hour. Let's try this again. This time I don't leap into action immediately. Instead, I sit on the couch and collect my thoughts. Every time I try to save Mayuri, it ends in the worst possible way. To make matters worse, I no longer even know what I'm supposed to be saving her from. Cause and effect. Why does Mayuri die? At first, I thought that it was Moeka and her hit squad sent by CERN to steal our time machine. But as I leapt back in time again and again, the cause of Mayuri's death kept changing. At Okonomizu Station, she died because Nai pushed her in front of the platform. CERN had nothing to do with that. It was an accident. Each time I leap, she dies a different way. What does that mean? I've been thinking for an hour, and I'm no closer to an answer. I want someone to tell me, but who can I ask? I'm the only person in history to leap through time. No, there's one more. John Tider. He's not replying to my emails anymore, and he hasn't posted on channel in days. I'm not even convinced he's a real time traveler. I decide not to run this time. Instead, I take a different approach. Strike first. I send Moeka an email. I need to talk to you about our time machine. Meet me alone. designate the roof of Radio Kaikon as our meeting place. 2 weeks have passed since the satellite crash, but it's still here, and the building's still closed. At least the security is lessened, so it's easy for me to sneak in. Not like there's any sneaking to do. I just walk in through the front door like I belong there. No one questions me. Last time I came here was from Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. Of course, on this world line, the presentation was cancelled. Naturally, there's nobody here but me. It occurs to me that this is a dangerous gambit. Moeka might have a gun, and I already know that she's willing to use it. But then I don't intend to play fair either. We're supposed to meet at 5:30. It's just after 5. I came early in order to ambush her. I hide in the shadows and wait with bated breath. About 30 minutes later, I hear the door open. Moeka makes her entrance, alone. She looks around restlessly. She still hasn't noticed me. I take a gun out of my shirt. It's not real. It's future gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. Just a toy ray gun with a remote control attached. Obviously a bluff, but all I could prepare on such short notice. I run up behind Moeka and shove the bit particle gun into her back. Just like a Hollywood movie. This isn't a movie. This is real. And she isn't an actress. She's a murderer. After Moeka raises her hands, I feel through her clothes. Sure enough, she's carrying a gun. I take it from her and press it to Moeka's back in place of the bit particle gun. My frustration and rage boil over. Because of her. Because of her, Mayuri. I've lost count of how many times exactly. I haven't slept at all that entire time. Strangely, I'm not tired at all. Moeka gasps. So it was their doing. Moeka nods faintly. I could kill her now. It would be easy. But no. I need information. Rounders. Moeka answers with surprising obedience. I guess she values her own life, even though she has no problem depriving others of theirs. Rounders. Separate from CERN. I feel like... Oh. Okay, for some reason I thought that. Ah. Did you steal ours? IBN 5100s. That's right, when I met her, she was looking for an IBN 5100. These days, they're nearly impossible to find. people will pay millions just to own one. Is that because CERN has been hunting them down? Fair enough. So she's not important enough to be told. Mocha doesn't answer. I guess so. My tone is sarcastic, but Moeka nods. Three reasons. Fair enough. So CERN did know about the hacking. They want our time machine. CERN must be trying to monopolize time travel technology. Well, how does she know that? I made that decision right after the time leap machine was completed. That was only a few hours ago. Unnecessary. I nearly pulled the trigger. Not to us, she ain't. What's FB? FB? Is that the name of her supervisor? John Titor. I dig the gun into Moeka's back. Clearly she doesn't have the authority to do that, but nice thought. Moeka shakes her head. Yep. I can't do it. I'm not a killer. My hands are trembling, just like Moeka's were before she shot in Mayuri. She was hesitating. She didn't want to pull the trigger. Yet she still did. But she did. Moeka shakes her head again. Something hard stabs into my back. A chill runs through my body. There's someone behind me. A man's voice. FB. Is he with Moeka? Ready to pull the trigger in cold blood. Moeka doesn't answer. Even though I'm still pointing the gun at her, Moeka steps away and turns to face me. Her eyes are cold, her expression unreadable. Moeka takes the gun from my hand. I'm unable to resist. Oh! Something strikes the back of my head. My legs give out instantly, sending me to the ground. Darkness creeps in. Deep down, I knew I can't save Mayuri. Even if Moeka's group doesn't kill her, someone or something else will. The world itself wants her dead. That is the choice of Steins Gate.